You contribute nothing to your salvation except the sin that made it necessary. These are the words of Jonathan Edwards, an American theologian and philosopher during the 1700s. When he was only 13 years old, he began his studies at Yale University. When he was 17, he experienced a humbling before God's holiness and said that he wanted to lie low before God, as in the dust, that I might be nothing, and that God might be all, that I might become as a little child. He had an incredible mind that prompted him to study theology, philosophy, and several fields of science. He observed the vast realm of God's creation and saw the wonder of a creator who designed with such detail and organization. Rather than using science as an excuse to turn from God, as many do today, Edwards saw science and nature as extensions of God's power and creativity. His love for, and deep reverence for God, caused him to study the sciences even deeper. Though most who have heard of Jonathan Edwards know him primarily as a theologian, few know him as a scientist, which he was indeed. His interests were in such areas as meteorology, astronomy, entomology, and botany. He especially had a keen interest in studying spiders. He had a curious mind that loved the natural sciences and worshipped the God who created it all. He loved the laws of science and loved the lawgiver. Though he loved sciences and studied it, his studies in them did not match the time and energy he spent studying the scriptures, writing, and preaching the truth of Jesus Christ. He said, "The enjoyment of God is the only happiness with which our souls can be satisfied. To go to heaven fully, to enjoy God, is infinitely better than the most pleasant accommodations here." If you've ever paused to take in the beauty of nature, you know how deep and profound it is, how seemingly infinite the details, both large and minuscule. You know the breathtaking vastness of the universe that no man knows the ends of to the microscopic details embedded in the human DNA. God created all of it, and we are utterly in awe of his power and glory. However, as great and beautiful nature is, it is nothing compared to what God has in store for those who love him. As the scriptures say, no eye has seen, no ear has heard, no mind has imagined what God has prepared for those who love him. Science is not in competition with God. It is the discovery of what God has made. Edwards understood this and praised the God of all creation. He said, "The excellency of Jesus Christ is such that it far surpasses the excellency of all other beings and things that ever the eyes of men beheld. To our Creator God be all the glory, power, and honor, forevermore."